What's going on YouTube? Tass here, bringing you another episode of my new series, Road to Fiwc, episode number 2. So this is the weekend that has just passed, guys. In weekend terms, this is weekend number 4. So you might think, why have I not uploaded every weekend? I think every weekend may be a bit boring for you guys, so I'm uploading the most important weekends, a 40 out of 40. And this weekend is the weekend before the last weekend. Now, usually in a month, there would be a 4-weekend month. Unfortunately for me, and everybody else who's doing good, it is a 5-weekend month, so there is one weekend coming up, the weekend obviously coming up, so it's Thursday today, and the weekend coming up will be the last weekend of the month. If I do stay inside the top 10 of Europe, I will be qualified for the Fiwc regional. So let's hop into what this weekend meant and how important it was. So the weekend before this weekend that you're watching, that's a decent goal there from Messi. The weekend before this weekend I got 38. And I believe I was around 7th in Europe, so I was a bit dodgy. I was sort of like possibly falling out. And you guys have to understand, in Europe, it's literally a 1-loss, 2-loss advantage on your opponents from like just being in the top 10 to just being outside it. So the competition is fierce. And my aim this month was to try get... My aim was 39. I always aim for 40, but that's sort of like a... You know, a 40 is like a perfection thing. So I always aim for 39 wins in a weekend, especially when a weekend there's a lot on the line. So this weekend, as you can see, we just watched one game without me talking about any of the goals, but this weekend I believe right now my record is 30 wins and 1 loss. So if we can win the remaining 9 games, we will be 39 and 1, and I'll take that, guys. I would honestly take that. So let me talk a bit about my team. So as you can see, my man like Pele is about to score, and that's the change we brought into the team, guys. So if you watched my previous episode, the only other episode for this series, I teamed the year Suarez in. He's always been in my team since he's been out up top with Ronaldo. They've been 2 tanks up top. I just felt the urge for Pele for some reason, guys. I don't know why. Not really much logic in it, although it's not like Pele's a bad player. He looks statistically unbelievable. He costs a hell of a lot of coins. And I just felt like getting Pele, so I got Pele in. And I guess I'm going to give you my thoughts on Pele. I believe the general consensus is that, you know, people have a bit of an issue with Pele in general. Personally, I like him quite a bit. He performed pretty well for me. He scored more than a goal per game, which is my sort of benchmark for if a striker's doing well. A goal per game or more. In the weekend league, obviously. We're talking about the weekend league only. Playing at the elite level. And he got that, I believe he just about dropped 40 goals in about 40 games. So he done well there. And as you can see there, we won 4-3 after being 4-0 up. And he's had 3 shots and bagged all 3. So fair play to him. But 31 and 1 as you can see on the screen. But yeah, Pele... decent player, guys. I'm not going to lie to you, pretty good. However, this weekend, I've got rid of him. I'm getting Suarez back. We've got to go gung-ho. I believe I need like 38 wins to 100 million% secure a top 10 finish. To get to Fiwc, I need to get 38 wins. And as you can see, we are 1-0 down in this game. I'm going to hop into the gameplay, actually. Because did you see that goal from Higuain, guys? That was a delusional shot from him. Higuain's caused me issues in Weekend League since Weekend League has existed. Literally from week 1, I remember some nightmares he's caused me. But as you can see right here, Ronaldo on back-to-back goals has given him that 5-star Berber spin, and Pele has finished this cutback. Pretty decent goals there. Ronaldo's done all the hard work on both of them, as you can clearly see. And other than that, guys, that specific game, not really much else to shout about. That was it. 2-1 win. I always count a 1-goal win in Weekend League a sort of dodgy game, regardless of if I dominated by the stats or by, you know, shots, etc. But a win is a win, and at this point, guys, when there's about 10 games or less left, you just want to win. You don't really care how it happens, and I could not afford another loss if I'm honest with you. So we come up here against Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He gives me the business with that skill move. Through ball, Fernandinho. I'll be honest with you, he's ripped me there, but right now, we've got to reply. We've got Marcelo, my favourite left-back in the game. Look at this LTRT. Oh, sent him to the cleaners. And Sergio Ramos, a technically gifted centre-back. I actually call him Mr. Clutch. Gets us the equaliser. Then, as you can see here, this is around the second half, early second half-ish. My 4-3-1-2 is not working. So, right now, guys, I'm changing to 4-3-2-1, which is the sort of my secondary option in Weekend League when things aren't going right offensively. So yeah, change to it. See what we can do at 88th minute. A bit of LTRT, trying to scoop Messi. We get tackled. Is he going to counter-attack us? No. Vieira gets it. Pele. Pele goes huge. And at this point, guys, I was going berserk, you know, getting happy and going like, as if I'd won the game. Because, you know, I should not be messing up a lead from this point onwards. But guys, what's about to happen on your screen? I mean, I think you can expect it considering I'm playing the clip, but I make two huge mistakes. One, I lose the ball with Messi, but fair enough, he just got absolutely bullied. But here is another huge mistake coming up. I still remember it like it was yesterday. Boom, great tackle, Marcelo. I've given it to Vieira when Pele was down the wing in, and I could have just ran the clock out, or I could have just hoofed it. Instead, he's dilly-dallying around my box, and wow, Moussa Dembele. Oh, that brings shivers to my spine. Look at this shot, man. This is unbelievable. I'm not sure what his finishing or long shots are, but Jesus, he has found the top bins. And as an Arsenal fan, that pains me even more. The Tottenham man, last kick of the game, gets him the equaliser. But right here, Vieira Hullet, great combination. We mess the 1v1 up. Ronaldo squeezes it in. Courtois finally says, I can't keep everything out, and gives us the goal. Bit of a dodgy goal. And other than that, 150th minute, right here I'm trying to just keep the ball. I'm trying not to make the mistake that I made earlier by letting him score late, because I'm not a fan of penalty shootouts, guys. So right here, All Black, what can we do? We can only hoof it, but he's pressed us in so high that I saw Pele was in. And pretty easy finish from Pele, chip over the top. He had no centre-back, and that was it, guys. 4-2 win. 6 games remaining. 38 wins wouldn't have been the end of the world, but I really was pushing for 39. 39 was a huge benchmark that I needed to keep my advantage on everybody else. And right here, guys, that driven shot, I'm sure you guys have seen it enough now. You know, FIFA 17's been out for a good solid 6 months or whatever it's been out for. The driven shot is the shot. Right here, Messi, Modric, decent combination. Ronaldo, what's Ronaldo going to do? Nice. They're the things I like. Just a little pass to Hullet, and he's got the time and space to slot it away. And right here, we're feeling ourselves. We're feeling ourselves. Luka Modric, who actually, guys, is the man who's taken over the Pogba spot. And I'll be honest with you, that's hard for me, because I love Pogba on FIFA and in real life, but I love him on FIFA just purely because what? He's like 6'3", 6'2", something like that. He's literally like a technical Vieira, a bit slower than Vieira, but technically gifted Vieira. In FIFA-wise, I mean, Vieira's pretty technically gifted in his day, but EA thought that, you know, his dribbling shouldn't be what, you know, Pogba's, for example, is. But right here, guys, we hop into another game. He's got a pretty decent team here. That front line's pretty fierce. Neymar, Bale, and Griezmann, I believe it was. So right here, we do a couple fake body feints with Pele, and Messi puts on the afterburners. I was shocked with that. I thought the pass was terrible from Pele, and we had no chance at it. But right here, Hullet, medium range shot, goes in. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Hullet, I think we're going to see quite a few goals from Pele in these last 10 games. He seemed to be scoring a lot more than he usually does for me. And right here, guys, this is near the end of the game. We, you know, saw the 2-0 lead out, and late on we make it 3-0 with a little cheeky Pele header. And that is 4 games remaining. So, right here, I believe, wow, now this is a team, I remember going into this, I was like, damn. So he's got the Rui Costa, who, in my opinion, doesn't get used enough. He's got the Ronaldo, he's got the Messi, he's got the Suarez. It's pretty decent if you ask me. But right here, Messi says, who cares if it's decent? 1-0, long shot, top bins. And this is probably my favourite goal, I think, of the weekend. Right here, it's pretty decent build-up. Pretty slow build-up. He's defending passively. So I'm just sort of, you know, just waiting for him to come to me. Looking for the gap. So right there's a gap of Messi. And boom, we take advantage of it. Pele's in. It's all about a couple techers right here. Berber spin. And that is the 2-0. Pretty decent goal. I like goals like that. Goals where you drag the defence out to you. And right here, another long shot. I seem to be hitting the long shots from the looks of things. I don't remember I was doing it in general in the whole 40 games. But in these last 10 games, I seem to, you know, take my long shots a bit more than I usually do. So, again, open chance of Messi. He ain't missing that, guys. 4-0. And that is basically game over. So, I'm feeling myself right now. 3 games left. Again, I can't be messing up a game here, and he's got sorry, he's got the treble Spurs players up front. He is a Spurs fan, and actually, guys, this was an interesting game. He's about to do something in this game which will make you guys laugh. Let's just say I make him rage, and there's different ways to handle your rage, and he handles his in a pretty unique way, I'd say. We're going to see it in a sec anyway, but other than that, this is a pretty decent goal, so I'll show you guys what I've done here. So Dani Alves, sprint boost, sprint boost. A double sprint boost with Dani Alves. I don't usually do double sprint boost, but I found that, you know, a double sprint boost could be pretty decent. So right there, he absolutely ripped his opponent. And right here is what I'm talking about, guys. He started to score a couple own goals. I guess the Arsenal-Tottenham rivalry is no joke. He just couldn't take it. He scores, I believe, 2. This is his second own goal. And then he just stops. Or I believe he started messing about and I took the ball off him. And then he started playing properly or something. And right here, he gets his goal, 83rd minute, and dabs me with Harry Kane. Not sure if that's because he's watched the co-op series and seen that, you know, I'm not a big fan of Harry Kane. But it is what it is. I believe we have 2 games remaining now. 2 games, and I mean, if I lose the game now, I would go absolutely berserk, guys. So we can't be losing the game here. Let's see what happens. Other than that, guys, I really want to get it over and done with, purely for the reason that if I get this over and done with, I have been grinding Weekend League for so long. I just want to play the Weekend League without the stress of having to qualify, honestly. And I can just chill. Honestly, I would be able to chill and play. I'd still, you know, moan at the game and stuff like that because it's just natural to. But there'd be no qualifying on the line for me ever again in FIFA 17, which, I mean, to say that to me makes me want to, you know, put the performance in of a lifetime this weekend. So, right, as you can see, these are the halftime stats. I've absolutely destroyed him. However, this is probably the most dodgy goal you'll see all weekend. Look at this. Blanc gets tripped up. And the ref doesn't call a foul, and Kante puts it away. So right here, I'm sort of a bit dodgy here. 78th minute. I'm trying to get the goal to kill the game. We do eventually get the goal. Ruud Gullit, boom, driven shot, and that's all she wrote, guys. 3-1 victory. It should have been a lot easier than that. I'm sure you guys would agree, especially them halftime stats. But, you know, 1 goal can change a game if you're only 1 or 2-0 up. No matter how much you've dominated, if you're 1 or 2-0 up, guys, that guy makes it 2-1. It's game on, and the momentum of the game changes. So anyway, right here, last game of the day, who are we going to get? And I remember I wasn't too chuffed about playing this, so we got a 5 at the back. I believe it was my first 5 at the back opponent of the whole weekend. I was pretty disappointed. And right here, guys, there's nothing to show you in the first half. We're going to dive straight into the second half. He makes a huge mistake here. Chris Smalling, he gets a bit cocky. He thinks he can dribble out with Smalling. And there, where Messi is, Smalling would have been. So fair play to Vieira, the captain, the main man, gets the ball back for us, and he is the reason we score that goal. And right here, 1-0, I just want to get the 2-0, because I know the 2-0 is the icing. And right there, Pele, a near post goal, which, guys, usually doesn't go in, I'll be honest with you. But right there, Pele shows us that, Tass, you should have kept me in your team, even though I've sold him for Suarez. But overall, what rating would I give Pele, since we're on the topic of Pele? See, I know the general consensus is that people are quite pissed at Pele. And that was a 90th minute, pretty decent long shot, but it's too little too late. There's no way I'm going to mess that up. But I'd give Pele around a 7 out of 10. Can't give him an 8 or 9 out of 10. I'd give him a 7 out of 10. I'd give Suarez an 8 out of 10. So that's why Suarez is in. That's my opinion. But right there, guys, we got 39 wins. I'm about to show you the leaderboard. See how we stack up in Europe and in the whole world for the month of March. So we've played 4 weekends, so that we have played 160 games. Let's see how many games we've won out of 160. I'm pretty sure I'm going to pull it up any second. Come on, Tass, pick the pace up. Right there is our 39 win. Fair play to everybody who got 40 this weekend. But there we are, 155 out of 160. So we've lost 5 games this month, which is incredible. Kept the standard up. Again, consistency is key. Some of these guys, you know, they've come in this month, but consistently they're not always there. So I'm pretty proud of myself for month after month, especially in qualifying months. In qualifying months, I'm always up there. I'm always, you know, trying to do my best. And, yeah, 4th in the month. I believe somebody came up above me, so I've actually fallen to 5th. So heading into last weekend, I'm 5th. And, guys, all I want is just to stay inside the top 10. So I'm allowed to drop 5 more spots if I really want to. But the point is to get in the top 10. Hopefully I can do it. I believe I need 37 or 38 wins for a guaranteed top 10. So I will bring you that video when I finish the weekend league this weekend. I'll bring you that video. So other than that, guys, if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. The co-op series has been delayed because Harry is chilling somewhere on planet Earth. I'm not sure where. So when he's back, that will return. But other than that, guys, the pack opening will be coming. CR7 or Neymar. Comment below. Do you think I can get any of them in our next video? Other than that, can I get top 10? Comment below. And yeah. Until next time, guys, I will catch you later. Peace.